Greenland is the largest island on Earth, and it's almost completely covered by one of the three great ice sheets.
Greenland matters because it's one of the largest hunks of ice left on our planet, and we know it's changing. And when it changes, it delivers water to the global ocean, and it changes sea level. We know that sea level is going up. And what we as scientists want to understand is what's making Greenland change, and how fast is it going to change in the future.
So the project is developing this suite of instruments that we can fly on a C-130 that has routine missions in and around Greenland.
As soon as I think that's happened, oh, that's right. So we know what kind of
So I think our goal now is actually to test, be able to see how we can move noise signals through the spectrum. Isn't that what, I mean, this is mostly for you. A platform like Icepod can move from aircraft to aircraft. Which is the idea is that if you have an aircraft, you can then go survey.
We need to have good data collected on how much Greenland is melting at the moment, and then we need to have good understanding of the processes so that we can make predictions of what's going to happen in the future.
1 knot, minimum 8, maximum 15.
76 is on the ramp here in Greenland. I'd like to put our clearance on request to Charlie Yankee Romeo on runway 9, and we'll be off the radio for a minute for engine start.
The focus of these 2 trips to Greenland that we've had with Icepod have been to make sure that the pod can do the measurements that we need it to do.
Well, we have the shallow ice radar working, and when we go over different sized ponds, we can see how big of a pond it can see, so we can see how big its footprint is.
The ice sheet sort of changes clothes. In the winter it's white, and then in the spring it starts to melt, and all these sort of strands on its surface start to fill with this beautiful blue water and these spectacular blue lakes, almost like it's wearing a necklace of blue. Ice sheets are kind of like silly putty. Sometimes they just flow gently, but if you yank silly putty, it cracks. And cracks formed last summer in the skiway, where the New York Guard go to practice their takeoffs and landings so they can support science in Greenland and Antarctica. And these are cracks that are buried in the snow, and we're hoping to see either thermally or with the radar.
Because some of the cracks that they found subsurface at Raven Camp have just recently been imaged using ground-penetrating radar. One of the things we want to find out is, can any of the sensors that are on Icepod also see those cracks?
Being able to help on a local level and predict fine-scale changes is very important. But then in the bigger picture, all this ice melting and going into the sea is a contributor to sea level rise, which affects people all around the world.
Greenland's changing 2 ways. One way it's changing by melting the surface, and the other is by sliding into the ocean. And we hope to capture how that melt is happening, because all parts of the globe will feel eventually the changing ice sheets.